2013年最热门的经济话题莫过于世界经济前景了。不久前，欧洲小国塞浦路斯爆发危机，让人们对欧元区经济复苏充满着担忧。全球经济的前景如何？新的市场和新的机会在哪里？中国经济又将何去何从？带着这些问题，我们采访了全球4大会计师事务所之一的安永会计师事务所全球首席运营官约翰·费拉罗。
约翰·费拉罗，安永会计师事务所全球首席运营官。1977年，费拉罗从美国马凯特大学毕业后就加盟安永，此后30多年，他在安永全球多个分支机构工作过，为数十家跨国机构提供过专业的咨询服务。费拉罗带领团队每年发布安永全球化指数报告，为全球企业和政府决策提供专业数据支持。2013年安永全球化指数报告日前出炉，香港和新加坡分列前2位，美国和中国则排名靠后，分列25位和44位。其他亚洲主要国家如韩国和日本则分别名列33位和42位。全球化指数涵盖60个全球最大经济体，分别计量其本地生产总值各个环节的全球化程度。计算方法基于5大驱动全球化的因素：贸易的开放程度、资本流动、科技和意念交流、劳动力流动和文化整合性。
Tell us how different is the index this year and compared to previous years?
Well, the long-term trend of globalization continues to run unabated, although somewhat more moderate than in some of the periods before the crisis. So, companies and countries are being a lot more cautious. There's a lot more uncertainty out in the world, and obviously the crisis has been running now for a half a decade. So that uncertainty plays into dampening some of the drivers of globalization.
Help us to locate China in that map.
China obviously is one of the world's largest economies, one of the fastest growing economies, is obviously becoming more connected and more of a leading voice in the world economy, and is a big influence in globalization, has a big influence on the world stage, obviously. But in terms of the relative rankings, it's in the 40s, and that really is a factor of having a large domestic economy that's growing very large and fast, and that's a blessing.
In terms of globalization, what are the key challenges China is facing these days?
Well, I think the key challenges for China are not like any other large economy. It's how to be a good global citizen, an active participant in the dialogue, how to lead yet not dictate, transparency, openness to trade, those kinds of things are all things we're all trying to struggle to find the right balance, and yet also be prudent and smart about our own domestic markets.
近年来，随着中国经济的高速发展，越来越多的企业在制定和实施国际化战略。对于大多数中国企业来说，走出去的首选方法就是海外并购。数据显示，2012年中国投资者海外并购规模创下新高，对外投资总额达到652亿美元，较上年大幅增长了54%。
And one thing we notice, the one trend we notice back home is the going out campaign of Chinese companies. So what's your advice to them in terms of different regions or different sectors?
Clearly, you see a lot of activity in the emerging to emerging market. So you look at, Africa, for instance, is something that the Chinese companies have been making a big investment in and a big play. So you see the emerging market to emerging market trade, but also emerging market to the developed markets. You see that also happening. One area that now people are starting to predict to be a very fruitful place to look longer term over the next 5 years is the United States.
We feel that in America or in other countries, the protectionism is on the rise. How do you see that?
Well, we've always said, coming out of the crisis, the worst thing that could happen is for local governments to retreat to protectionism. We are just too connected today to take a sole view of our own domestic markets. I think Governments have largely done a reasonable job in not retreating to protectionism, but again, as the economies and the times remain difficult, it's something that all governments need to guard against. We encourage people to maintain the dialogue, to find new and workable solutions that help all economies prosper. We need strong global systems and connections.
在日前举行的第14届中国发展高层论坛上，3一重工总裁项文波提到，中国企业走出去面临的政治因素干扰的问题。2012年，3一重工曾起诉奥巴马。当年9月28日，美国总统奥巴马以威胁国家安全为由，签发行政命令，禁止3一重工的关联公司在美国一军事基地附近兴建4座风力发电厂。项文波表示，3一重工走出去已有12年，境外投资为其网罗了大量人才，为增长提供强劲的动力，但是惹的事儿不少，赚的钱不多。
So, how can Chinese companies crack the U.S. market?
If I knew the answer to that, I'd probably be famous here. But what I would say is, clearly, the United States and the Chinese, China, are two of the biggest economic powers in the world, and they are very tied to each other. I think they're learning to work together, and that's something that I would encourage. Because what happens in China, what happens in the United States does have a large impact to the economy around the world. And so the more that China and the United States can find ways to work together in their mutual interest, I think will be a good thing. And I'm hopeful that that will be the case.
安永报告中提及的一个全球化案例是中国主权财富基金中国投资有限公司通过其全资子公司购买英国希斯罗机场控股公司10%的权益。此外，卡塔尔主权财富基金卡塔尔控股较早前从希斯罗机场的最大股东法罗里奥集团手中购得10.6%的股份。伦敦希斯罗机场是全英国乃至全世界最繁忙的机场之一，在全球众多机场中排行第3，仅次于美国的亚特兰大机场和中国北京的首都国际机场。
And in one of the globalization case studies you had in the report is about Heathrow Airport and CIC's investment in that. Can you elaborate on that? And do you see that as a successful example of Chinese capital going overseas?
Well, it's an interesting case, isn't it? Because it's not just the Chinese investment in the Heathrow Airport. If you look at their investors, they're from a variety of different countries. And it probably speaks to Heathrow itself. Heathrow is a gateway to the world. And the traffic from Heathrow over the last 10 years has changed more from west to east. And so I think they're looking at how to continue to drive their customer base, how to build that airport and that enterprise in a vibrant way. And I think they get a lot of benefit from having investors from not just the Western world, but also from China and elsewhere.
在费拉罗看来，经济危机和保护主义会放缓全球化进程，但是长期来看，全球化的大趋势不会改变。同时，他提出一个多元中心世界的概念，也就是说，与过去相比，今天的世界显然是更加多元的。 商机、竞争、人才和资源更加平均地分布在全球各地，新兴市场充满着诱惑，而发达经济体里同样存在着机会。因此，在新的全球化格局当中，要想成为长远的赢家，企业的决策者首先要打破既有的思维定式，用创新的方式重新定义全球与本土，这样才能在多元中心世界中找到机会和市场。